Today's episode, we're doing Sunday sauce. Just like my Nono used to make. Potatoes are like the secret weapon of the sauce. They give it a nice thickness, and they're also really nice to eat with it. So I love to use them. Maybe it seems weird to you, but I promise you if you do it, you'll be like, oh yeah, this is amazing. Onions, garlic, important to any sauce. Some nice high quality crushed tomatoes. The best thing you could possibly do is grow the tomatoes yourself in the garden and crush them yourself. That would be like, you'd have the best sauce in the world. Okay, but we'll settle for these really nice high quality Italian crushed tomatoes. All the ingredients here are straight from the Italian supermarket. The quality of ingredients there is just like a little bit higher, especially the produce. And that's how you honestly make Italian food the best, is with higher quality ingredients. Today I've got steak. This is beef flank steak. Hopefully this will turn out good. This is what they had at the store that I thought was a good thing to use today. But the great thing about sauce is that you could use no meat. I like to use meat just because it enhances the flavor a lot, but if you're a vegetarian, it works fine. I prefer steak, but I've done it with lamb. It was really good. You can do it with chicken. You can do it with fish. Still good. It changes the flavor a little bit, but it's still amazing. It kind of gives it its own unique spin, So whatever you have on hand, you can use it. You'll still make it a great sauce. First thing that we're gonna do is cook the meat, because you want the meat flavor to get into the sauce. So we're gonna cook the meat in the pot, in the sauce pot. And all of those, meat bits that get left on the bottom, all of that fond, which is like, you'll see it's the brown stuff that kind of collects on the bottom. That's all flavor. It's gonna be so good. So that's what we're gonna do first. And then while those are frying up, while we're frying up our steaks in the pan, we'll chop up our onions and our garlic and get it ready to put into the pot.
Rock and roll, I'm ready to eat.
First thing you do when you're making any steak, obviously, is get the pan as hot as possible. I'm gonna have it on high. Wait till it's very hot, and then we'll put the steaks in with olive oil. The thing about cooking meat with the sauce is that you're cooking the sauce for at least 2 hours with the Sunday sauce, hopefully longer. You're gonna have it cooked all the way through. Like, you're not gonna get a medium rare steak in your sauce in there. The idea is that it's gonna cook a really long time. It's gonna kind of, I don't know if it's the right word for it, but braise in the sauce, and it'll get really tender, super delicious. It goes really good with the sauce. So the idea is you can kind of fry it as long as you want. So get a nice crust on it, like cook it as long as you want, overcook it, whatever, because it's gonna cook in the sauce and become really tender. You're not trying to worry about overcooking it. Our steak's cooked. We're gonna pull them out of the pot and saute our garlic and onions. Here we go. As you can see, that these have a nice crust on them. So to simmer, garlic and onions, just put on low heat. Some fresh olive oil. It's so good, dude. This is a big pot, so I'm using a lot. I used 2, kind of medium sized. And I used 5 cloves of garlic, but usually just use 2 or 3. Let these guys saute until they're fragrant and the onions are translucent. As you can see, pretty small bits. Our onions and garlic are cooking down. It smells freaking amazing. They're starting to get a bit translucent. I'm gonna let it go for a little bit more, and then we can add pretty much everything to the pot. We're gonna throw in our steak, our peeled potatoes, and the sauce. So here we go. pasta. Today I'm using these small rigatonis. That's usually what I go with when I'm having tomato sauce. Either that or spaghetti. I think those are the two best choices when you're having tomato sauce, in my opinion. Anyway, we're just gonna let this cook to al dente, and we'll plate it up and eat. This tomato sauce can be used on tons of stuff. I promise we'll make more videos showing what else you can use it for. But today we're just having pasta. I'm gonna show you how deliciously tender this meat gets. I just split that in half with a wooden spoon. Nothing else. That's how tender it's gonna be. It's gonna be so good. Sauce is done. Pasta's done. Let's eat. Sauce is done. Pasta's done. Let's eat.